Okay. Hey, everybody. We're back with some draft to start, at least. We might switch to TFT, we might go crazy and play some Super Mario RPG, or we might just play Magic and be done. We shall see how it feels. Ooh, store refreshed. We're getting a little low on funding here because we wasted all of it playing Sealed and losing. Still so unhappy that I have to play Sealed to try to get into the draft events. I wish I could play draft to get into the draft events. I feel like it's disappointing for like people who like sealed and for people who like draft because there's no like high level sealed event then. So the sealed people just play and get into the draft event, and they don't get to play sealed for money. And the draft people have to play sealed to get in, which I think most of them can just begrudgingly play a little sealed, get in, and then have fun playing their draft event. It's probably not too big a deal for very many people, but I don't like sealed and I don't want to play it. And it costs so much to enter it. Anyway, we don't even have enough gems because we're getting wrecked lately. So we have like 4 or 5 more runs in us. So if we start losing really bad, we're just gonna have to take a break and get money again from dailies. Not great. So I've been like leaning into black pretty heavy, but I think I'm supposed to be prioritizing red. It feels like the black cards are good and deep, but I think red also has like really good deep cards, and I think the synergy between red and blue and the synergy between red and white is what makes it the play. Because black doesn't seem to have like powerful synergy. But, you know, if I see good black cards, I'll take them. But I think if there's like a good red common and a good black common, previously I would always take the black common here. And maybe now I can start taking the red common and try to like position myself to play red. I think it's the idea. Position myself to play red. I think it's okay. At here. Oh, there's a good card. Oh, that's crazy good. Alright, 2 mana, scry 2, put 2/1/1 counters on target creature you control. So you have to have a creature up. So if you play this on 2 and then you play a creature on 3, it doesn't work. For a creature, when it dies, draw 2 cards. That creature fights another creature. Okay, so this seems fine, but it's green, so we shouldn't play it. I think Nazgul is really good, and I think Bilbo is really good. Problem with Bilbo is you gotta be red and blue. But Bilbo feels so good. Nazgul feels very good also. So previously I would have just taken Nazgul here, but I said I should try to play red. Maybe I should take this, but then I'm kind of like, if I'm red-white, it's really hard to splash Bilbo. So part of me just wants to take the Nazgul here. Tough stuff. I feel like Bilbo just feels so good. I'm gonna risk it on Bilbo. Maybe this will come back. I doubt it, but alright. I don't like Boromir, he did alright, but I think we're just taking Rally here. So yeah, previously I would have taken Nazgul into Crebain, but now I'm gonna take Bilbo into Rally. I think this card's busted. Might even be better than the Crow. I need to value this higher. Like 2/1/1 hastes for 2, and it's a spell for all the spell synergies, and it's human for all the human synergies, and it gives haste to your other humans if that ever matters. And it triggers the 4 mana red guy, an uncommon, but yeah, it would have also been really nice to take this. The sick card. I don't like taking a common over a cool rare, but this is where we're at. Especially with that first pick. Okay, so this is an expensive spell for red, and it's mythic, so it's probably completely unplayable, and we probably don't have to read it. This card is very good, but I don't know if I can really fit it in. This card's fine. Don't know if I like this card. I don't think this one's good. I like that. Like that. Okay, let's read the card. Sacrifice lands. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm not gonna read it. Right, this is the best card here, but we want to try to play Bilbo, and that's very far from playing Bilbo. So we could just take this or this. I wonder. I know you play these, but I don't know if you like prioritize them. You know? I don't know if they're good enough to be prioritizing, but I also don't know if like these things are either. Maybe this card's good with all the rally soldiers. Huh. That's tricky. Maybe we just take that. Try to be like aggressive. Card I like, but I don't know if it's quite as good as I value it at. These are nice. This would be kind of fun in a deck with a ton of rallies. I want to like this card. Untap stuff. It is a human. It can ramp if it needs to. I can't imagine it being better than Sky, right? He's just pretty good. I feel like I'll never have the mana to activate his ability, but like, I'm much more annoyed when my opponent plays this than when they play that. Okay, got some decent black cards. Good red card. I think we take the good red card. Like, yeah, previously I'd be pretty deep into black here, and I'd be ignoring the red stuff. Like, I would have been really happy to see either of these. Good playable red. I don't know if I want how many of these I want, if I want them. If I play red-white, I would probably like to have like 2 of these in, 1 or 2. This card feels pretty good. A little slow though, for sure. I think this is going to be a lot better here. I don't think I want to play too many of them. But we're trying something new here. So we have 2 drops. I need to like curve out more and like kill them quicker instead of derping around forever. I do like this card. I kind of like Grima. Red's fine. I think this is the best one here though. I already have one of those. This would let me splash Bilbo if I end up being red plus white, because I'm not really blue yet. This helps me be blue, and it helps me splash blue. Actually, I don't like using this as a splash, because if you already hit your island, you still can't cast this, so you'd have to hit 2 islands to do it. So it'd have to be like a really heavy splash. So like maybe it's this here, but I'm pretty sure it's just card. This card's really good. This is probably the best of the cyclers. It's just you can't splash it. You have to like have it be main decked. Okay, so this card's good. I don't think these are cards you want to play. This is fine. This is fine. Maybe I'm supposed to pick this here. I could still be red-black, splash blue. I don't know. I think I'm going to pick this here, but I might miss this. I don't think I will, but I might. Pretty sure this is like a playable 3-drop in red decks. List events. Someday I want to play that card, but it makes it so hard with green being so unplayable. Yeah, this doesn't. None of these feel particularly good here. Don't think I'll miss this. Don't think I'll miss these. This could be playable if I play spells. It's a lot of 1 health things, so that does ping off 2 things. Yeah, I mean, I might play 2 of these, but we're probably only to play 1. Still not sure. It is annoying when your opponent plays this, because when you kill it, you get a 2/2, but like, only have 5/4. No trample, no keywords. Like, so when other things die, you get things. Oh, this could be good if we were playing white. I'm gonna try to rally, but I only have 1 rally, so I gotta stop thinking I have infinite. It could still just be spells. We don't have to be like human swarm. Okay, good one. Pretty sure that card's good enough. It's kind of slow. This card potentially could be better because there's so many people playing rallies and stuff. So this can like 1 for 2 almost every time, 1 for 3 pretty often. Very good. This card's great. This card's good. This card's good. These are fun. Yeah, I mean, Smog's just way cooler. It's really slow though, so it might not be the play, but I just like it too much. Can't resist. I have 5 drops. It's probably not correct there. I like Gandalf quite a bit. I like that on 2. Like that. Like this. Okay. So, I mean, I have Bilbo, so I really want to play blue anyway. And then if we get Gandalf, we'll be a little more into it. But we don't really have blue cards to support going blue, so I could pick this and kind of see what the game gives us and be more open to black. But I think Gandalf's strong enough that I'm fine just taking him here. If Gandalf was weaker than the black card, I might take the black card to speculate. I think Elrond's fine. Every time my opponent plays this, I'm pretty unhappy about it. Yeah, Elrond's uncommon. Down. Probably commit to red-blue on that. Previously I would have just slammed this. But like, this card with like this does really well. I don't really have humans. I think if I was white, that card would get better. I don't have humans. Probably isn't that spectacular. This card with spells, like this does kill you like really fast, and I don't have 2-drops. So there's a world where it's better, but I feel like that card's just too strong. It doesn't look like we're playing either of those colors. Probably the best blue common. I really like that card too. Especially with Gandalf in the deck, though. I don't think I can pass on that. I would play like 5 of these and be pretty happy about it. Little lower on this card when I'm playing blue, because I already have card draw options. Stern Scolding is pretty good. I probably won't get another chance for Stern Scolding. I don't know, this card's just such a banger when it works. You'll have to keep 1 mana up for it. I'm a little worried about my 2-drops, so I think I'd rather this. Hopefully we don't have to play it. It's unfortunate we're not getting any rallies. Let's get Splash Black, that's decent blue removal. Another 2-drop, I think I'll just take the blue removal. It's pretty expensive though. We didn't take the previous one of these, so we should definitely take that one. I think you're supposed to play like up to 3 of these. Okay, we don't really have a great spell theme going on. I think I like any of these cards. Or one of these. I wonder how many of them I'm supposed to play. I don't think I'm going to play 3 of them. It's very expensive. It doesn't feel like we're getting there. I wonder how many of these are supposed to play. I already have a bunch of 3s. We'll play this. Really offensive, but Trample, like a 4-mana 4/4 is usually okay stat line. So if it has like a keyword, usually pretty fine in draft. Trample's a pretty decent keyword, but not being able to block is a pretty bad time also. Cycles. I don't think I like 3 of these. That feels excessive, especially with this. Some nice 3-drops. Oh my gosh. Probably try to play 2 of them. I need more rallies. Oh, this card's so good. It's one of the best cards, I feel like, but I don't think I can switch to black at this point. But not for that. Would have been hugely rewarded for playing how we were previously. This card's pretty nice. A lot of times you can get him down. Like the 4 damage to face can be pretty relevant. Or you can like chump block and kill something. I don't have enough like these for that yet. And I have a Gandalf, so I think Birthday Escape goes up a bit. Card's pretty good. I don't like these really expensive sorcery blue spells, but there's nothing else here that's amazing. I mean, this card's definitely good, but I think this card's just good to pass. It is very expensive, though. Not aggroing them down, because I would prefer... Does this tempt you? Okay. Flash. I feel like Strider is worse than all the other, like, 4-drops in red and in green. And you have to, like, play 2 colors to play them. They're not good colors. Yeah, this pack is brutal. I think I'm just going to rare draft for the gems, because I don't think I'm going to play that card. I have put that guy in my deck a couple times, this guy. I wouldn't advise it. If he costs like 6 and 1 green, maybe it'd be a little better. Not splashing, so 3 mana 2/2 doesn't sound great. This card's pretty good. I wanted to be really aggressive, but it seems like we're kind of slow. Oh man. 5th pick bird. And the this is probably one of the better lands. All the lands feel pretty good, but yeah, it looks like we're super contested. Not good. So we're just gonna see no cards the rest of this pack, because the people on that side of us are playing like blue-red exclusively. There's so many black and white cards available. That's just really unfortunate for us. So this pack is a complete dud. We're gonna get 0 cards here. There's so many good like playable black cards we're getting past. Really bad for us. I don't have any 4s really. I guess we just take this. Goes well with these. Not good, but yeah, this guy just seems better than Strider in like every way. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Could have just played black and it had a good deck. I got 1 rally in pack 1. Now we're barely gonna have enough playables. I don't know. It was a tough choice. I think either way was reasonable with the Bilbo. Probably Nazgul is better because it's 1 color. Bilbo... Nazgul's good, but Bilbo's such a beating. Like, no matter what you remove it with, they get 2 Tempts of the Ring, so the only way to, like, favorably interact with it is to counterspell. Which does definitely feel bad if it happens to you. I might go to 5 of these, or 3 of these. This card maybe I could play. I don't want to play that. I don't think I have enough card draw without that. Only 1 of those as well. Yeah, we had a really hard time finding cards. But yeah, I have ooh, I don't have like any way to scry. This feels really bad. I have no 2s. Decent 3s. Yeah, these count as lands. Kind of want to cut a land. This is 18 lands. I think I'm okay with that because our playables are pretty sketchy. Yeah, I'm tempted to throw this in, but I just... It does exile the Horn of Gondor too, which would be nice if that ever happened. I can pick off some 1-drops. Just don't know that it's good enough. I feel like I'd play against it more if it was good. 3 of these, I don't think I can go more than that. That's a lot. But yeah, my early game plays are really lacking here, so I'm pretty worried. Pretty worried. Maybe I could have shifted to black if I read the signs a little better. We did get our 2-drop into a 3-drop into a 4-drop. That's pretty good. Like blue first, then he has to worry about Stern Scolding and the -3 play 1/1. I think he'll play around either of those at all. Oh, okay, I thought he had the 1 mana rare ramp. That would have been really strong for him. Curve. I don't think our deck will curve out this well every game. Oh man, the opponent is in some sketchy stuff. Scrying might be good. I can't play 2 creatures hardly ever for a round. Interesting. What can cost 1 green and 1 other that he could play at instant speed? Can't think of like anything. I think it's just all around here. Do that later. The final thing of this is really strong later. And they both are 3 power next turn worth of damage. But getting to scry feels pretty good. That is a spell, but like it's a pretty bad 2-drop. Especially for this point, I would probably just play the 4/4 trample here. Could bounce this guy and hit him for 5 if we need to. Might not be that bad. He had a really... We went first, curved out, and he had kind of a slow start. That blocks these, and it makes his next draw a little better. Probably just supposed to let him trade. He might have like a trick or something, so we can react with this. Might just trade here though. Okay with that. 2 mana. He could get 1/3. If he blocked Elrond and used a trick, I'd probably use that. But otherwise, like getting a 4/4 trample out while we're being aggressive is pretty powerful. Getting to scry again definitely doesn't hurt. I don't have a land, so that would just kind of sit in my hand. It is interesting. Next turn we play that, turn after we play that. Yeah, I don't think we draw that, but I do want powerful spells. So that might be a mistake. If I run out of stuff to do, that might have been a mistake, but I feel like... Yeah, that's tough. I don't know on that one. Maybe keeping it would have been okay. That plays 2 bodies. If he played a 4-drop that was 1 body, I could just bounce it. The fact that it plays 2 is pretty obnoxious. I think we attack and then we bounce it in combat. Because he'll block with this to try to like kill one of these. Kind of annoying because he'll get to play it again soon, but I don't get to develop. But like, doing that feels pretty good. Then this doesn't have Death Touch. He still takes 3 and his guy dies. And then he's like, we know his next draw is that, which won't help him. Or won't help him unless he does something powerful this turn. If Smog... This will be really good if he plays a blocker. We negate the block and then have a 6/6 dragon while he's at 6 later. Like it's a pretty powerful threat. He does have 5 mana, so he could start playing some really powerful things. That isn't amazing for him. I don't know if I want to play Smog this turn. Like, just playing another one of these is pretty good. It has Trample, and then next turn I can stop a blocker. I'm pretty happy with Escape, even though I probably can't cast it next turn. I don't see a reason to play this, and I don't see a reason not to play it. There's no black discard, your opponent discards cards. There's look at their hand and discard a card. If there was like a Mind Rot, maybe not playing this would matter. Then he would necessarily get both of these. Okay, he should be really dead there. I can negate his blocker. He can play 2 blockers, but just a little too slow of a start and too good of a curve for me. But it's good to get our win in while we can. I'd like to get 4 wins with this deck if we can. Really depends on our draws. I think we're gonna have to mulligan aggressively. Our early drops are pretty sketchy. If we have a 3-drop at least, that's probably fine. We can play Bilbo on curve. That would be excellent. Rally is our best 2-play. We got a couple like 2-drops that are good enough. Okay, 2 into 3, pretty good. This is tricky because if you play this and then this, you get to scry or tempt the ring. So I might play this initially. To try to play this on 3 and that on 4. I mean, he might remove Elrond, but even if he does, I get to scry once and it, you know, our 3-drop trades for his removal. We're going to play blue first because we're going to play a red 2-drop. 5 lands is a lot, so hopefully we don't draw anymore for the rest of the game. We had something that he could do there, so it was either like a cycling or... There's no creatures, so it's probably some sort of cycling. He could have the 1 mana counterspell, in which case we want him to use it this turn, because we don't want him to counter Bilbo next turn. So I'd rather play this, even though this would do 2 damage immediately. I'd rather play this to try to bait out his 1 mana counterspell, because if he uses it on Bilbo, we feel real bad. Hopefully he taps out here, because if Bilbo gets countered, I'm going to be so mad. Shoot. I can't play Bilbo into that. Maybe we play Elrond, because he would definitely counter that. He gets the ring tempt if we play it and he counters it. We could play this. Ooh. Interesting. If I attack and he has the 1 mana -3 summon a 1/1, then our goblin just dies for free. It only costs 1, so he can still keep up his counterspell for Bilbo, which would suck. This is a really rough turn. I actually don't know what to do. If I attack, I only get 1 damage, and we're risking this guy dying for like a really bad trade, so I don't think we're supposed to attack. I think we just play these. He's probably keeping up a counterspell though, so playing this feels pretty good. I think we're going to play around the counterspell here and play this. Because he can't use the normal counterspells on that. If he's holding up like the 2 mana counterspell, it makes it awkward for him. We get to develop board a little bit and draw some cards. He has the 3-mana counterspell. Sure, he can counter that, I guess. Okay, then we have Stern Scolding for next turn, so we can play a 3-drop and keep that up. Don't want to attack with that because he'll have the card that ruins me. I'm just going to play around it here. Maybe I'm supposed to not play around it, but I don't think we're that desperate. Just blue with open mana is so irritating. Okay, Bath Song means I can play whatever I want. So definitely Bilbo. And then I really like making Bilbo the Ring Bear. Now he has a lot of card draw. I can Stern Scolding him this turn maybe. Be pretty nice. Most people don't play around it. But he gets to draw 4 and then discard 2, so he gets to like make his hand really good. And he already had his lands, so he just gets to pick whatever good spells he wants to keep and get rid of all the extra land drops to avoid flood. Pretty strong. And then he doesn't play anything we can Scolding. Kills that, returns that. Those are cheap things to use this for. And then I do get to make a treasure. Taps you. I mean, I could play this and this with the treasure. I don't think that's the play. I think we just flash Gandalf in. Tricky. Definitely do this. I think we flash Gandalf in at the end of his turn. Well, he's tapped out now, so it'd be kind of nice to take advantage of him not being able to use counterspells. I could just draw 3. No, I'd have to discard. I don't want to do that. I think I'm down to just play Elrond. Feels good enough. Do I want a land? Not particularly. I don't think so. I could play this for the treasure, but I don't want to. He gets 2 extra land this turn, so he can really pop off. He drew a bunch of cards, and he made it so I wasn't like killing him. So if his deck has like really good top end, we're probably just doomed. I didn't put any pressure on him early, and now he's got like really good scaling. Honestly, sure. Since he's blue-red, that card can do a lot of damage. Okay, he's just playing a bunch of cheap creatures. That card can add up to a lot of damage in his color pair. So I think it's fine to just counter it. That color pair doesn't run as many creatures, and that only works on cheap creatures. So I think there's a lot of stuff we wouldn't be able to counter. Ooh, he discarded card draw. He's going off. Look at that. We would have taken like 5 damage from that one creature. He just tempted the ring like 3 times. Okay, so I can tempt if I do this, which I kind of want to make happen. Can't really block Bilbo well. He could double block Elrond. Am I okay with that? I'm pretty okay with that. I think I really want to do this. I could keep them both back to block that if I wanted, or I could be aggressive. I think we let him loot. He already filtered his cards pretty well. Maybe I should be getting a 5th land here. But I feel like I just kind of want to get good spells. I think I want to be aggressive. Discard this, it's really expensive. I discard this. He knows I have it, and not super interested in playing it. Okay, so I could deal 5 and tempt the ring and everything, but I don't think that's great. I could flash in Gandalf at the end of his turn. Seems kind of nice. Or I could like play this and set up murdering him in a few turns. Might be nice to set that up. It's a lot of pressure, and getting it down now is pretty good, and it's unlikely his 1 mana can counter it. Next turn it gives me a 3/3, and then the turn after that, my whole board gets menace, and it's really scary. If he removes Bilbo, somebody else gets to be the ring bearer. if he's attacking me with this, I mean, he might tempt again and hit me for 4, which would kind of suck, but I'm at 20, so I think I'm supposed to be, like, being very aggressive. He gets to loot, but, like, he loses a blocker. And he's already drawn, like, a ton of cards. He, like, he discarded a scry 2, draw 2 last turn, so, like, I feel like looting isn't as valuable for him as it could be. He needs to, like, do stuff on board, like, real quick. If he has the red AoE spell, that'll kill, like, my entire board. Which would really suck, for sure. I have a lot of gas in my hand. Wow. 4 mana kill my 1/1. I mean, it would be a 3/3 next turn, but I still get the 2/2. So it's 4 mana kill the 1/1. It does save him 2. Like, a 3/3 doesn't get to attack, but, like, still pretty sketchy. Next turn we get to pop off. Would kind of like to play a creature this turn, so I could tempt the ring. That. So I'm kind of tempted to throw this down, but I could just play Gandalf and this. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty good. He might counter Gandalf if I play it, since he kept mana up. I think we should attack first. No, I really want to tempt the ring twice. I can't resist. If he has a counterspell, he has a counterspell. It sucks, but letting him counter Gandalf really would suck here. But if I can tempt the ring twice, it's so much damage. And card draw. Good lord. Gandalf's gonna draw 2. Tempt 2. Draw 2. Kind of popping off this game. I mean, my opponent didn't really do anything, but kind of popping off. Getting this up to 4 is a really big deal. He can just jump it, but, like, forcing him to do that, pretty nice. Now, should I make him jump somebody else? Interesting. I'd get a treasure. Okay, he just surrenders, that's fine. If I put it on Bilbo, he'll block Bilbo with that, and then I won't get a treasure. So if I put it on, like, Elrond, he would take less damage. If I put it on a 1/1, he'd get to trade. But I'd get a treasure. If I put it on Elrond, he'd take 2 less damage. But I would get a treasure. I think Bilbo is the right call there. I really like it on Bilbo because if he removes Bilbo, I get a new tempt. And it's just if Bilbo leaves the battlefield, so like he can exile it, he can bounce it, all of it. I still get like a new tempt, which is really powerful. Great 2-drop Elrond, 1-drop. Definitely a keeper. Our mana's a little scary if we draw all lands. Pretty sure I just use this now. I mean, it'd be nice to give it to that, but I'm not gonna have open mana the next few turns. So this we don't actually get to cycle. Hopefully we draw no more lands because we are very flooded. My opponent is curving out. Could save up mana, but I think just playing and developing is fine. This is a little weird because late in the game it doesn't counter things very well. It's 3 color, no fixing. Wow! Wow, that was strong. Goes first, plays a 4-drop on turn 3. Ooh. I hate to see it, man. Hate to see it. I could save this up by playing that, but yeah, I mean it is. I think I gotta keep it, because if I draw a land, I'm ruined. So next turn I can play these 2, and then turn after this, and then turn after that. Not a good situation. This was very powerful. That's a very powerful card. Ramping with this is so brutal. And now he can counterspell a creature. Probably doesn't want to counter this, so like next turn countering this is going to be really can't really attack with this. These 2 together is pretty good. This will be a 3 attack unblockable. Yeah, he maybe he would have countered that. Good. That 4/4 hurts. The next turn we play this, get it countered, and lose the game. It's what I'm hearing. Alternatives. We kept up mana to counter him, so he didn't play a creature. So like, could play this, and then it can't be countered, and then this would get to attack, and we'd set up for something, and we'd keep our counterspell up. Okay. Talk me into it. It does play around 2 of the 3 counterspells, but not the 3rd one. It's annoying. Now this doesn't get to scry, so it can't attack, and I lose my best creature. What I liked about this is I had a 1/1 to chump. But maybe I can get this to counter something. Yeah. Just taking too much damage. I like that chump because I get a new body. But now this doesn't get to, like, chapter 3 of this is useless because I'm not attacking. Just gonna get counterspelled here. But, I mean, what am I gonna do? This is a lot more offensive power. But it doesn't keep Stern Scolding up. I think is important. Besides, he's definitely representing a counterspell. Have it? Okay. Representing doesn't mean has it. Also, this blocks a lot better. So what are our options? I'm pretty sure he's the beatdown. So we have to block. He'll use some trick. Even if he doesn't, it's not that bad for him. But if he does, it's pretty bad. Yeah, that's it's pretty bad. So this card traded for that card. Mine costs 5, his costs 1, and I'm dying. Not great. This does become a 4/4, which trades with that if need be, I guess. Which I do think need be. And then my counterspell doesn't work because this guy's too big, and this will give trample, so I'm pretty dead here. I have Menace. I can hit him for 8, and then I die in the backswing. I could play Elrond, who doesn't really do anything. I gotta play my Elephant. Then I just gotta like trade and hope he has nothing left, and I scry well enough. Now if he plays something I could Scolding, it's gonna suck. Yeah, really the only thing I could have Scoldinged, like, this would have been a really good Scolding. This I didn't have an opportunity to. This I couldn't. Unfortunate. Yep, so we're gonna take a bunch of trample damage and we're gonna trade. And then if he has any interaction whatsoever, we get wrecked, but like, what are we gonna do? Take 12 and die? Like, we still take 4, and we make not great trades there. That's kind of rough. And then he just refills. This would have been nice to counter. Draw a land that's completely useless. This is 3 attack and can hit him in the face now. I can't draw that. I know it's a spell, and we're probably gonna draw land, but can't. Okay, so this is gonna hit me and that's gonna hit me. I could trade this for that. Buys me a little time, I guess. I mean, this gets to hit him for 3 every turn. But I'm gonna die in like 2 turns if I don't block that, so I think I have to just wait and block and hope I draw better than he does. He only has 1 card left, so it might be land, and then he might top deck land and not be able to play anything. Or he might play a, you know, burn spell that kills my best creature. It really sucks that I didn't get to use this all game. It's still a very good card, it's just stuff lined up super poorly. Maybe he played around it. Creature that can't block. Perfect draw. But I hate playing against the blue decks because they leave open mana every turn, and I feel like an idiot if I don't play around Counterspell. But then I'm playing around Counterspell and they don't have it, so I'm like crippling my turns to play around a spell that they don't have. So, like, it sucks. But if you don't do that, then they have it and you lose. So I don't know. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. The worst. Like, if that last card was a counterspell and he held it over everything that like he was able to counter, like, that seems really wacky. So it seems like he didn't have a counterspell, but we like played around him having one because he left 4 mana open every turn. Rough stuff. I don't know how I feel about this card. I think I like it in red, but not this deck because I didn't get enough rallies. I think I probably should have cut it. But we got Bilbo on 3, so maybe. See how insane our opponent's opener is. Definitely just tempt immediately. Good turn 1. Skip turn 2 is kind of rough, but see what he does. Okay, mediocre 2-drop. Slow on the aggression. Got plenty of lands, so hopefully we don't draw any more of those. We can loot him away maybe. If he removes Bilbo and I don't have another creature, it kind of sucks, because then I don't really get the tempt. Pretty mediocre 3-drop as well. He probably just has removal for Bilbo, which would kind of suck, but I think it's better than playing this. Oh, if he is the 1-mana counterspell, we get absolutely wrecked. Ah, shoot. I don't think I play around an uncommon there, but this would have played around it. It's a lot easier for him to leave 1 mana open. Just like getting Bilbo on board is so strong on curve because the treasure is really, really good. Now it's like a 1/3 that's really hard to block, and if he kills it, I get to tempt again, but I have no creatures, so you really want to play a 2-drop into Bilbo, but if he uses a removal on it. Alright, so he's got a ton of card draw. That's going to make the later game harder, but at least this turn he doesn't do anything. There should be no reason... I guess there's no reason not to make that attack. I don't see a reason to make it. Don't see a reason to do anything but attack first. 4-drop. Pretty sure we get rid of land here. Then we use the treasure to ramp out this turn early. It's pretty good. I could ramp out this next turn. Just play the 4-drop here. I mean, this is kind of a big unit, but this is trample. I think I want to use my mana now. He's drawing cards, but he gets scared of all the bad cards in his hand. He draws so many cards, so like it's gonna be hard to keep up with him as the game develops. They have a lot of action still, though. Bilbo's really hard to deal with. You can probably only do 1 removal here. That's super sketchy. Sure, he has murder. I get a 2/2 out of it, so it's not that bad. Just murder on this would have been a little worse. Although that would have made killing these do stuff for me too. Okay, him getting a land instead of having a draw 3 is scary. He must feel under pressure, I guess. Can't see any reason to play stuff first. Well, if I play this first, this is a 3/3. That's not bad. I think I'd rather just play this while he's tapped out. Since he already has removal. Maybe he has more. We'll just play another one. Kind of down. Get rid of our land here. I feel like I need to be double spelling. Maybe I should get rid of this. It is another tempt, which is kind of important. I feel like I need to be spelling soon. I kind of want to just get this out since he just used removal and it's a beating. This doesn't attack nearly as offensively. But he does get +2 mana this turn, and he did want an extra land. So like he's got a lot of stuff to play this turn. So he'll probably play a removal and like 2 creatures, and then we'll be like incredibly behind on board. And we're at the same life total. Yeah, that's scary. I don't think I played the correct cards in the correct order this game. Also, like, me having this much stuff in hand and not being able to play it is kind of scary. I used 2 of those, that's why I got for land. It is infinite cards. So it's all about tempo. So if he has cheap removal for this, I lose a ton of aggression. That didn't look very good. And he had to discard. I could bounce his guy and then hit him. That would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's not lethal yet, so I think developing more is better. Probably this guy. Can't attack with this. I think that's fine. Could have played this and then attacked with it, I guess. Oh, shoot. That lets him trade. I can't use this effect. Oh, that's kind of nice. I could double spell with these 2. I just want to play that. Scries though. Interesting. Sure, what I'm supposed to discard here. I feel like I should be trying to double spell instead of just keeping the expensive cards. I think that's a mistake. What we got going on over here? I should have attacked with this. That was dumb. This should be attacking right now. Okay. Does he have the... I didn't even play around the... Yeah, that was really bad in like 4 ways. Yikes. Alright, well. Gonna need like a board wipe here. He's got no creatures. I have a bunch of threats. I can bounce something. I can bounce 2 things. This is gonna be a sick play here. Bounce the 2 creatures he plays and then kill him. Okay, we weren't punished, but I'm not super proud of played this game. Yeah. I am not running out of gas pretty consistently, which is nice. I have another like mediocre 2-drop I could add. Did we get up to 3 wins already? 1 more and we'll be happy with the result. I don't want something else that's like cheap. There's just like nothing. Like I don't really like this this card in this deck. Maybe I should be trying to play more lands. Get like up to 6 or 7 lands and then I can play like multiple spells a turn. Definitely don't want none of these. I'm like playing so much top end. I don't think I have the ability to do a ton there. Yeah, I like the tempt, but I don't think I have enough cheap creatures for this to be worth it. So I'm gonna try putting this in and see how it does. I think that's where I'm at. But these games are going better than I would expect. I feel like the opponents are just kind of taking it easy on us. 0 red mana. I have 3 blue. I don't think I can keep this. Nothing I can play. This I can't play until I draw 2 red. If this was the other cycler, I could keep it. It's just so risky. I'm just derping around way too long. I think it's better to mulligan. If we get another bad hand, we get another bad. Scolding is 2-drop. I think it's worth it. I mean, there might be better targets, but like having no turn 2 means it might have been worth it because it counters a lot of 3-drops. But yeah, like countering that would be pretty nice. But what if he didn't play one? Then I would have felt like an idiot. Oh my gosh, we have so many lands. Uh, please. Stop. We're gonna flash in Gandalf when he attacks next turn, and then he's gonna use a trick and kill it. But if he doesn't, it'll be pretty sick. Alternatively, we could play an army. Meh. I like not doing anything this turn because he left mana open for a counterspell. That's what really annoys me when I play blue and they play blue and they just pass. And then they have like instant speed stuff to do. Yeah, I'm not able to like play that. He's probably just gonna counter Gandalf when I play it, which is gonna suck, but you know. We gotta try. We can at least play this without getting countered. Here comes the counter spell. They've not had it so many times that they gotta have it. Oh, that's a hard counter. Dang, this would have been the perfect draw if Gandalf was on the board. This could block that. Don't want to, but if I attack, he has the option of fighting or not. Now he just removes this and hits me, and I'm pretty much dead. But that's what happens when you mulligan and they don't. They curve out well. He had 2 into 3 into double spell. Killed my hand. Now his trades. It's better than the removal, though. Okay. Yeah, we draw another land, of course, because what else could we possibly draw? 2 lands, of course. We'll draw, I think, 5 out of 6 cards were lands. That's, you know, perfect, perfect. I can't attack because he'll just let it hit and then kill me. And I can't play anything because I drew all lands. Mulligan into draw land, 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 land. Well, I mean, at least you can't feel bad about your decisions there. It's like I was responsible in mulligan. Like, he goes first, curves out really well, and I mulligan, draw all lands. Just like... I think there's a win angle from that action. So I could trade with this, take 5, or I could pray. But like, I wasted 5 mana that turn, and now I have like... Oh, we draw more lands. Of course we draw more lands. Is that 6 out of 7 cards lands after mulliganing? And putting a land on the bottom of my deck? And discarding a land to draw, like... Good lord. He's just toying with me now, he's not even attacking with his 5/5. He needs to recast that, so I think I'd rather take 1 than let him scry. I can loot with this, I guess. It'll die to Nazgul, though. Like, bouncing this is huge. If I bounce this, he gets to... He loses the ring, but he gets to, like, wreck me again. So I guess this is the most damage I can stop. The 5/5 is really good. Deal 1 damage to 2 things. That's pretty reasonable. I should probably keep it. Then I can loot. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good sequence. He doesn't trade. Thought he might, but I am pretty low, so it's fair. He thinks I'm desperation attacking for the loot, which I am. Oh, no, no, no! Ah, I messed up. I let him loot. I let him loot like a dummy. I needed to stop before that so he didn't get to draw 1, discard 1. That's pretty bad. I think we were going to lose the game regardless, but like, we just let him loot for no reason. So he gets to replace that card with a better card, which is not good. Shooting this might not even be good, but at low enough I want to. Kind of hoping he was trading this, but it's smart of him not to, I guess. We did deal with this board pretty well. Like, I'm pretty proud of what we did there with like 1 card draw. Yeah. Well, gotta loot again because we drew another land. That says 7 out of 8 draws are lands or something. Okay. Play into his counterspell, but what else are we gonna do? Gandalf, that's lethal, so we'll play this. Oh wow, and he gets to block it. That's kind of sketchy because I get a unit when he does that, but... I think it was lethal without blocking, so that might not have been worth. I don't think it matters. Can't imagine it mattering the slightest bit, but... That was a pretty sketchy play. We got him out of cards, so if we drew like 2 less lands and 2 more spells, then we might have been fine here. That's the first time I've seen one of these like grow. Usually they just get wrecked. Yeah, he's got infinite scry and then looting, so it's gonna be kind of tricky. Can't really attack. Sure. We did have a counterspell. Stay back and block. I mean, he's completely out of cards, but it was still kind of close, despite, you know, yeah, horrible draws, mulliganing, and going second when he has excellent curve. I don't see a reason to block. If he has like +1 damage somehow, I don't really care. I guess now this kills us, but like chumping feels really bad. I don't think there's a way to win from... Okay, wow. Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of our lands. 13 out of 16 lands. Okay, well, I mean, every other card in our deck was spells except like 2. So, you know, got that going for us. That's just magic, that's how it goes, but like, frustrating to think of like what I should have done. Like, him not looting, obviously, maybe there was like a play or two I could have done better. But if I'm gonna be responsible and mulligan, the game could at least not like completely screw me on all the draws. I might as well just not mulligan. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna lose like that hard anyway. I might as well just not mulligan. Well, I gotta mill this one. Deck was doing so good. Ooh, that's nice. I don't think we can keep the 5 mana. This with Gandalf's sick because it becomes instant, but that's a bit much for mulling. He goes first. Which I'm not huge into, but we get a creature into Bilbo, which is a pretty good curve for our deck. Can't really ask for better. This can't block that, unfortunately, but it's alright. Bilbo, if we don't draw a land, we can play that. Use this and then play that? Probably. So if he plays a blue mana, nope. Okay, we'll take 2, that's fine. This card's actually pretty annoying to block, but I never see anybody run it. So I could save 2 health and kill that. Oh, he's... okay. Could have attacked with this, and then maybe he would have let it hit him, because I don't think I plan on blocking with it. But also, I want it alive in case he removes this. Then I get a ring bearer. Ah, that sucks. I hate this card. Third color, no splashing, into that card. It's just completely unexpected. Gosh, I hate that card. Ah! So if I block with both of them, they both die and he dies. And then I get to kill the 1/1. So I would trade these 2 for these 2, not worth. Third color, no fixing, into stupid golem card. I wish they would delete this card. I actually like hate playing against it. Look at my hand, delete the best card. Irritates me to no end. Oh, Smog. Well, there's no reason to play this first. I want to play the land into Smog next turn. Right? He might give me a treasure token. He's probably going to give me a treasure token. I feel like discarding one of those is pretty sketchy. Yeah, he gave me the treasure token. Okay, so next turn we can play Smog without it. This turn we can do this. Treasure tokens also are nice for this guy. He knew I had that. Smog's pretty good. Gosh, that card's so annoying. So is Bilbo, though. And he didn't get Bilbo with it. Some guy, like, ramped into this card and killed my Bilbo once. I was so mad. Oh my gosh! He's splashing! Stop! I hate everything! Back to back, please! Just stop. I could have made this a 4/4 and attacked. Probably should have. I might want to discard this. I think playing it here is pretty good. We'll get Menace next turn. And we'll get 1 castable card every turn. This isn't legendary, right? Now, next turn this will be a 7/6 Menace. All these will get Menace. And I'll have mana to pump that if I need it. It's a pretty big attack. If he has a third one of these, he just gets wrecked. But they would never have it. I don't get to see if he has it, because I obviously won't play it. That's pretty bad. Kill anything he wants. And get 2 1/1 counters. Yeah, I mean, he's playing good cards. I'm gonna take the 6. That's brutal. I could block with this and kill that. And then he can't block anything. And I save 6 health. I could pump this next turn when it hits, though. That's a lot of damage. Next turn he does 9, so it's not lethal on board, but it's really close. I think I don't block, but that's hard. I wonder if I keep this back. I'm gonna spend all my mana on this, so I could probably keep that back. This is gonna stay back. If he blocks this, he loses like all his creatures. I'm kinda down for that. I'll have 2 blockers for that. Should be fine. Gotta get the damage in while I can. Into things or kill an artifact. Probably not the play here. We can't block Bilbo. Oh, he can because he got buffed. Oh, that's sad. I didn't notice that. The one attack buff kind of screwed Bilbo. I don't get a treasure, but that's okay. Next turn we get Menace again, but we didn't do very much damage to him. I don't know if he's under lethal threat here. If I block with both of these, they just trade, assuming he has nothing. He's still got 4 cards. It's pretty brutal. Getting to discard my best 2 cards while adding to the board was just incredibly rough here for me. Didn't curve out aggressively enough. That's pretty, and he's got a bunch of blockers. Not a lot of value on those 2 drops, but a lot of tempo. Okay, ooh. Like that. What should I tempt? Whatever I tempt does 3 extra damage if he doesn't block it. He has to block with 2 things. Probably should just keep this blocked. Him blocking this gets kind of sketchy. You have to block it with both of these. He could do that pretty easily. Maybe I do this after the attack. It's 3 damage if I do it before. Yeah, it's pretty good to do it before. I should put it on this. This blocking this sucks. And I wanted to loot what I drew, which is kind of important. If I attack with everything, can he live and swing back and kill me? I don't think so. I should have seen if this mattered. This land might have made that do enough damage. Oh, I can't play that. Oh, that's bad. That's a bad one. I don't know why I'm keeping it. We don't have any treasures. Those will both die, at least. Oh, that dies before this hits, so it gets to kill it. That's brutal. Oh, and then I messed up the order on this attack. Shoot, I'm so stupid. If I played the land, then that could have killed that. Now I can't kill this with that. So I have to kill this before it kills my guy. So stupid. I did save this guy with that, but like I could have killed this, which would have been incredible compared to what I did. And he just played a bunch of 2-drops. I mean, he played them as blockers, so he still probably has some good stuff in his hand. It's gonna hit me. I'll die next turn. Tempts and plays a blocker. That card's so bad. I lost to a guy who put that in his deck. Just barely, though. If he didn't have the second one of those, I'd had Smog and wrecked him. There's no way we don't cast this. I'd rather keep a blue land open. Turn Scolding. Okay. So if this hits him, it's 5. So he has to block if I attack with both of these. And he has to block this one, so then I get a 2/2. And then I can block that. Uchi here is pretty relevant. You get your 3 extra damage to him. I get the Skirn Scalding as blocker if he drop attacks a cheap creature. I have 2 blockers, so he'd have to get a double removal spell. Okay, so we still win. Dang. I did not think we'd win that one. Man, that tilts me. He's Boros. Plays the 3rd land, no fixing. Makes you discard a card, and then does it again next turn. I mean, it's not like I would have played around it if he was black, red, but like, it's so annoying. So annoying. Gosh darn it. Alright, we made the 4 wins, so we're happy with how the drafts went, but man, the last couple of games were a bit irritating. We did like play Bilbo on 3 more than we have any right to be fair. So I would be upset playing against a deck that plays Bilbo on 3. Go first, play that. Yeah, kind of got to keep. These are some expensive cards, though. A little worried here if we don't draw lands. And we've been drawing a lot of lands, so it seems like it's time for us to not. This is so tempting to keep with Gandalf, because it draws 2, but no shot there. We really need a 3-drop. Okay, 3-drop or land, or 2-drop? Oh gosh, that's gonna draw him infinite cards. We drew 5-drop, 5-drop. Oh, this game hates us. This game actually hates us. Alright, if I don't draw a land next turn, we're kind of dead. This draws 2 cards a turn if I don't block it. He's so lucky that going second, I couldn't play anything to deal with it. He didn't draw a land there, that's good, but he drew a spell, so it only drew 1 this turn. He did draw this, so we can at least flash Gandalf in. It's important. He can counter it if I don't play it on my turn, so it's sketchy. Now I'll flash Gandalf in and it'll counter it. So I could have done this instead, but I don't know. Yeah, we just go next. I think that's correct, as dumb as it seems. Like, if he has a counter, we get wrecked, but like... Okay, I only drew 1 off it this turn. I think we had to do that. This feels really bad on a 2-mana card that already drew him a card. It feels just... I don't think that wins you the game ever. This would have been really nice previously, but yeah. 5-drop, 5-drop. This is all the 5-drops in your deck, right? At least we can stop it this turn. Which would have been really nice earlier. Was he playing a red buff spell? I mean, we're just insanely dead here, right? If I draw a land, I can bounce both those, but then I have to deal with whatever 4-drop he plays. Dang. If he's done, then I can bounce that. Okay, that's reasonable. If he has hard counter, he doesn't have the mana for it. I can just start playing a 5-drop every turn, and if he doesn't have an answer to that, maybe we can get him. Okay, he draws 3. That's slow, but it's a ton of gas. It does let us get this going. Maybe he can't beat these, because if we get 3 of them on board, or he starts removing them, then we get like a 6/6 whenever they die. These can do some wacky things in multiples. It's a 5-drop, so it's really hard to play a lot of them. Okay, he's gonna play Bilbo, which this... Like, he still tempts twice, even if we use a removal on it. It's so bad. Yeah, that's not good. I guess we just let Bilbo hit us in the face. That's not a winning line, but maybe we can just kill him with 5/5s. So now if I block with this, it'll make a 4/4. If he removes it, I die, but like, are we gonna win the game anyway? If he removes it? Like, we could keep this back, but we're not gonna beat that. Hey, at least we didn't, like, draw no lands. We just drew 5-drops, but we also got the lands. So if his deck had been a little slower, but we can't expect to win a game like this, where we don't do anything. We did nothing until turn 4, so we should lose that sort of game. Hit a 4/4. Oh, I still get a 4/4, but it's not a great situation here. Getting double spelled on. Oh no, I don't, because died. That's right. Yeah, that's not good. Could double spell maybe, but I don't think we win even if we do. Oh yeah, we can't. That. Yep. I don't think we're ever winning that one. 3 of these in your hand. uh, Not a recipe for success. That's part of why I didn't want to put that many of them in the deck. But oh well. We got our 4 wins, so successful draft. Now we have enough gems, we can do that. Assemble the Titans. I don't think I've seen this card. There's no Planeswalkers in this set, so it's probably terrible. 6 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. That's pretty sick. Yeah, all the effects are with Planeswalkers. Oh, that's probably from a different set. That's why I haven't seen it. I didn't notice what card. We got our 4 wins, and my computer's kind of like, I think. So yesterday it sounded like a rocket ship after stream. It was like having issues, so I restarted it, and then when I restarted it sounded like a rocket ship. So I think it was overheating. And I got a program that like checks the temperature, which I wonder how it does. But it's like 60 Celsius, and it was like 70 before I turned the AC on, which I think is not good. So maybe I should not stream. Anywho, we'll at least do the draft here. Maybe we'll play some. I don't know. I kind of like Frodo, but he's not that good. Elrond is sick. This is sick. Problem with Elrond is they're just gonna remove him. Birthday Escape. I know Birthday Escape's good. I'm not upset picking it first. Rare Frodo would be fun. Elrond's got some sick combos and thing creatures and stuff. Elrond's just a really cool card, but he does die a lot. But alright, so if this was the rare, I would pick it 100%. So what's toying with me here now is this is the rarest card, but probably the worst of the 3. I actually don't know how good Elrond is, but I feel like he does work every time I see him. Frodo's really tempting. I kind of want to avoid white. Let's say some good white uncommons. Okay. So, bad red cards. Mediocre black cards. Bad blue card. Bad white card. Bad green rare. Bad colorless. Okay green common. Fun green splash card. So where are we at now? We're at like... This is a decent black 2-drop, but I want to be some wacky thing with this. I could be green. Like, I could take this and try to be green. I could take this and be black, blue, splash, green. And this card's just sweet. I think this is the correct pick, but this is the cool pick. I probably won't end up playing it, though. I want to try to, like, avoid black. I played it a lot. But, I mean, it might be too hard, too. I feel so bad missing all the, like, really good black cards that get picked, like, 7 and 8. It's gonna be hard for me to keep up with that. We could have had 2 good green cards in a row. But they are green cards. This card is just, like, super easily the best one here. Probably followed by this, and then this, maybe, and then this. But this is very good. This is fine. What's this do? Not great. This is a good green card. You want to pick these up for like free at the end though, because sometimes you get these like 13th pick. Yeah, this is just good red card. We just picked a red card, so. I really want some of those like 2-mana play 2/1/1s, but they seem less available than they were before. So people have caught on to them being good. I feel like this guy's not very good. This card's fine, and we're already like looking to be blue, maybe. This card can work in the right deck, but I'm not like jumping to it. Is it better than counter though? Maybe. If I'm looking to be this color pair, we could goof around with these. I feel like your 2-drop can't just sit there and do nothing forever. I don't know, the counter spell just seems better. I don't know that we're gonna be like heavy spells yet. This card's really good. It's not our colors though. This card I really like. I've seen like nobody else play it ever. This card's so good. Pretty sure we just have to pick it here. We might end up being black-blue instead of red or something. This is unplayable. This card's really fun. Got a bunch of mediocre cards. So Scry 2, when you're at the stage where you have 4 mana, is almost like draw card. If this was a 3/4 draw card, I'd like it. But I hate it as a 3/4 Scry 2. So that's something I should introspect on. I could pick this for the gems. So I probably won't miss this, but also maybe we'll end up with some cool Scry deck. It's like early enough. If I can get like 3 of those or something, ooh, I like that card a lot. I'm not seeing these ever either anymore. I feel like I used to see them a lot. This card's quite good too. This is probably fine. This I want to play around with, but it's really hard to find a time to do that. This 9th pick birthday present is fantastic. Can't believe that wheeled. I almost first picked it. Okay, so these are probably not playable splashables. These are okay, good blue cards. Bad blue card. Okay, so we've got 3 good red cards, 3 good blue cards, and then some black splashable. If I was playing black as my main color, these would be splashable. Black-blue, this is really nice to splash in. You get the 2 mana 1/3 that fixes your mana for spells. That would be sick, both of these. Okay, so I've really gone down on that card. We might do some goofy splash thing. We might have this with like Gandalf, but I think just 20 gems is better. I mean, when you're paying 1,500, 20 gems isn't a ton, but it does add up. This card's pretty good. This would let me splash creatures, not these. I do really like this, but yeah, I'm down. It's early enough. We can maybe play some nonsense deck. Ooh, this is a little tricky. I actually kind of like both of these cards. I don't really like this card. If these are that easy to get, maybe we'll assume we can get one later. Scries. I don't think I want that. Could be the green Scry deck, but not confident in that. Oh, this card's insane. What we did last time is we ignored our black cards and did that. So I could just be black, red, and ignore blue. So I'm not super into blue. It's like this card is really strong. Or I could pick one of these two. This is the card I want, like 5 of if I can get. I wanted to play it with Elrond because that's so cool. Like, these are both good red cards. We're probably playing red here. I don't know that we're blue yet, and this black card is insane. So I think we pick it and try to be black instead of blue now. It's a good red card. What else we got? Splash black for that, and it doesn't seem great. I think I'm out of white this game. It's not legendary, so that doesn't help. If these are dead. I kind of want to be able to throw these in. If I'm like black-red, we might be able to splash one or both of those. This is a pretty good 5-drop, I feel like. Yeah, we're leaning towards not being blue anymore. Oh! Okay, so there's a good black card. It's a sick rare. This is a good common. This is the safest. This would let me play that green-blue deck. I think we're too late on that. I think Gandalf's too cool that it pushes this back out, but I really shouldn't get stuck in between. But Gandalf's so cool. I mean, this card is a beating. I really like 2 and 3 mana cards that are like A cards, because you play them so early. Like if you have an A card that's like a 6 mana card, you just die before then. This card, like, you would get to play and it would do a lot of stuff. But I think Gandalf's too cool to pass. We could still splash it, potentially. Like with this. So we could still be black here, but that pushes us into blue a bit more. We have Birthday Escape, Elrond, and we have Gandalf. I think I'm overvaluing Elrond. This is, good, but pretty replaceable. Like slightly above average or something. I don't know. Feels like a good card. I closed my check temperature thing. Okay, so good black card. I don't like this, but I think it's good or good enough. This would help me splash for that. Nah. This, I kind of like this card, especially in red. These are both good. This is rarer, so I kind of want to pick it, but like, honestly, it's probably worse than that. This tempts you. And this card just feels so bad to play against. I don't know if it's going to feel good playing. It feels really bad to play against. I have 0 3-drops. Interesting. And this card's just such a beating as long as you don't die early. I think I'm going to take this one because I have no 3-drops. I'm scared. Oh no, another Elrond. These red cards are meh. This will let me splash, so maybe it's okay. But Elrond's so cool. Oh yeah, we were leaning towards blue again, so I probably shouldn't have picked that. Oh. It's fine. Oh, this is really good, never mind. Sorry, buddy. Okay, we got 2 Elronds plus one of these. This card's sick, but I don't think I can play it here. But blue cards aren't good. Red card's not good, so we'll draft that for the sideboard. Oh, we could have 2 Wizard Fire. Oh! Sorry, Wizard Fire. There's no way I'd pick you over that. Oh! Heck yeah. Alright, well, I don't want these, but like, not, I mean, alright. So we're probably blue. This is what I wanted to see. This doesn't make it anymore. Those are good. Yeah, I mean, this for 3 mana and blue is pretty good. Could still be black, because this is such a powerful card, but unlikely in this spot. I think these are all 3 unplayable. Don't think we'd play this. I only have 2 of them. I mean, it does go okay with that. Maybe we would. I need 2 drops. Maybe we throw it in. Destroy lands. That's funny. I think it's very good. I don't think I've seen either of these casted this format. Oh, I like that card. I really like this card with these. These 2-on-1 counters. Really, really, really strong. The red cards suck. Blue card, meh, and I already have one. Doesn't count as a swamp. Man, this is a tough pick. This is not the good one. Huh. Well, I don't want a red card, I don't want a blue card, so I want a black card. This is the best black card, right? Or I could take a white card. I could take a white card, but it'd be my first one. I mean, it is really good in this deck. I'm just gonna take the black, and that's tough. Nazgul is really good. This is really good. Interesting. This is not as good as Nazgul. I probably should just pick this. Like, feels pretty good every time I play it. But I feel like I'm never sad with Birthday Escape. But yeah, so what are we doing here? We got 2 Elrons and a Birthday versus Orcish Bowmaster, Brahador, and a Berserker, and a Nazgul. Gandalf's here. Man, that's hard. I'm gonna commit to blue, I think. We play a lot of black. Oh, I like both of these. Wonder which one. I already have one of these. They probably have diminishing returns. These I'm fine with, like, infinite. I think I just picked this. I just like that guy so much. Oh, Bombadil? 5-color deck? Here we come. Okay, I don't have too many 4-drops, so maybe it's that. Splash. That would help me splash Gandalf, but I don't think I have enough other stuff for it to be great. I might just play this. It's like pretty aggressive and it's a 4-drop. I don't have too many 4-drops. I'd rather play these though for sure. That's a lot of card draw. This card's busted. This card's nice. Just gonna pick these. I'm gonna pick this over almost anything. I think. Especially with double L around. Oh, Bilbo! 7th pick Bilbo? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I mean, I really, really like this card. It's so annoying when it's on your opponent's side of the field. Like, you play it, it does a ton, and then they can never draw any more cards. It's so annoying. But premium 3-drop, and we have no 3-drops. Oh, we have Elrond. That. 4-drops. Good 5-drops. Alright, this is one of those decks that looks really good, and then you get wrecked. Okay, so we could take 20 gems, or we could take this. It's pack 3. We're really short on playables. So definitely take this. Oh, I didn't pick any of these. We're really short on playables. What happened? Oh, we could play these, probably. Okay, there's some sketchy cards we can throw in. I think this is fine. This guy's okay, too. Maybe that guy's better, I don't know. Oh, this made it back. Yeah, people hate this kind of card. This guy's fine, but yeah. We could use a little more top-end good stuff. Okay, another 4-drop. Probably want to take one of those out, but I need to. I don't think I scry enough for this, but it's really good with Elrond. And I have 2 of them. This is good with these. Probably want to try not to run that if possible. Ooh. Well, I like both of these. I just picked one of these. I think 2 of them sketchy, so I'll just pick that. This card's always good, right? Really want to play something early to play Bilbo. It's like if I'm playing 1s and 2-drops and then playing Bilbo, it's really good. If I'm playing nothing until Bilbo, it's a little slow. Yeah, this deck feels worlds better. Okay. So we're at 40 here. I feel like we want to go down to 16 lands, and then for 4-drops, I mean, I have a few. Could add another one of these. They're fine. Is this 4-drop? Yeah, that seems a lot worse. Could add another 2-drop. Only things I have that scry are Elrons, though, right? Which I do have 2 of, so could do things. Really tempted to just play another 4/4. 4th 4-drop is starting to get a little heavy. I could play that, like a really cheap removal spell, kind of. They're blocking me. It's really hard to block in this format, though, with all the ring nonsense. Oh. You put this on a ring bearer, and then they can be blocked, but then they have menace. They do a lot of damage. I've never seen it cast. It can't be good. This plus spells. I mean, I do have a lot of spells. Probably would start adding up. It's like this is a spell that cycles. These are spells. Maybe I actually don't have that many spells. We'll just play the 4/4. Gandalf can be the centerpiece. Oh man, 2 drafts in a row I've been offered this and not played it. Whereas like every other day I would have been like leaning towards black. I would have been black both of these drafts with my previous priorities. Alright. Yeah, I might have to like clean out the computer pretty good and then maybe like move it somewhere or something if it's gonna overheat. It would really suck if we had computer issues. Ooh. Go first him into him? Oof. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, this deck actually gets to like curve out, unlike the other one. So hopefully that makes it a lot better. I think this deck is drastically better than the previous one, but doesn't mean you win more. You might draw poorly, you might fight tougher opponents. A lot of stuff that can happen, but this on 1 into this on 2 going first. Oof. I could counterspell, but it's better to just get my board going. Only gonna have a 2-mana play here. He's Boros, so he's pretty aggressive also. This is like the premium 1 into 2 for red, I feel like. Next turn we can do this, keep this up for his 3-drop. He can't block this with whatever he plays probably, but these might be chumped. I think the memo's out that this card's busted. Shucks. I was a little slow on that. If I'd caught it a few days... It caught on a few days ago. Maybe it would have done it. Passed a lot of them, though. Oh, he can double block that. Huh? We get to tempt something else. I'm okay with that. Can't block them all. He can block, double block this, kill it, and then he double block those. Interesting. He double blocks this, I think is what the play here is. And then if he has something to kill the other one that I ring bear, that could be pretty bad. But if he doesn't, then I can start looting away all these. And if he does, then I'm dead. Hopefully he plays a creature, not a removal spell. A legendary creature would be ideal. You? Oh, I loot and he trades, and then I'm out of ring bearers, and I'm uber flooded. Well, that's pretty good. That's really good. Dang. Good draws, good draws. Very, very good draws. Play this turn, play next turn. Even though I lose the ring. Being aggressive. Man. Oh well, he's keeping up, despite us going first and curving out. I mean, he spent all his mana every turn. Tends to be a thing that's pretty good. This can't attack anymore, but we can get Gandalf out here. I don't want to wait and like play Gandalf and a spell in the same turn, so if he has hard removal for Gandalf, life gets a little tricky. This is 4 to face, pretty good. His Gandalf doesn't have flash. Wacky. The other ones do. I think all the other Gandalfs have flash. There's 3 Gandalfs, that's crazy. Tap, untap, deal 3 damage, or copy it. So if I draw a spell that I can copy, that'd be pretty sick. Oh, or he just has a board wipe, and I lose. I hate to see it, man. That's pretty good on his part. Dang, he's like an aggressive Boros deck, and then he has a board wipe. And I draw a land. Not good. Not good. Should have attacked. Well, now we're in top deck mode. Great top deck mode. I can double block this. Pretty nice. So he doesn't do anything else. This will go pretty well there. Vigilance. Oh. Mirror can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. So if I weaken its power, then I can't block it anymore. So he actually completely ruined my play here. Huh. I could still double block it and kill it, but then he gets to switch that to that. Yeah, I get wrecked there. That sucks. I guess I just pass. Yeah, it's going to be so good to lower this power and have 2 1/1s and then kill it. Huh. Well, that's really, really discouraging. To play, like, premium 1 into 2, counter on 3, like, good 4 for my deck and good 5 for my deck, and then still lose, like, really, really badly. I mean, I guess if he didn't have this, but like... Our deck did exactly what I would want it to do, and got absolutely wrecked. Ooh. I can make this a 5 attack unit, and then hit him with it. And loot. I feel like I have to, so I can loot. And if he double blocks, he double blocks. If he has instant speed removal, that would suck. I think I lose to that regardless. He might double block this. And then both his creatures die and I get to save mine. Doing this will be pretty good. You gonna take it? I feel like double block here is the play. Like he knows I'm in desperate looting mode. Yeah. And I can choose which one to kill. I'd much rather kill that one. Because this would just tempt that one and then he gets to loot. They both die at the end of the turn, never mind. That's really nice. So this is just a matter of saving him. And he's just a 1/1. But as well. Oh yeah, he has the ring on him. It does matter quite a bit. And we could bounce and charge the ring again if we need to. This isn't very good here. No, it kills that. Do I like that? Not really. Eh, it's a 1/1. Yeah, I guess bouncing is fine. Feels kind of bad. Does it say up to 2? Up to 2. This is such a bad use of this card. Good lord. Okay, I'm down to keep that on top. Next turn we can play it. So instead of using that, I could have attacked, discarded this, drew this, and played it. I didn't know that was going to happen though. No, this is 2, so I can attack again. Like, I just want to let the Ring Bearer attack every turn so that I can keep discarding all the lands. Because if I top deck lands, I'm going to lose. But if I top deck spells, like, might be okay. He's going to hurt. But, oh. Oh. They could double block. Then I get to kill before he does that. I mean... pretty good card. Now do I attack with this also? Because he's probably going to double block that. An extra point of damage. Don't think it matters that much. This gets to trade with... just trades with Erwin. That's not actually that good, huh? Oh, shoot. Shoot. Oh, gosh. I like Bilbo, but he's not as good here. I'd be very worried if my opponent discarded a Bilbo. Yeah, he just double blocks here, and then my premium 5-drop trades with his like 3-drops. It's not very good. Maybe I wasn't supposed to attack. This is hitting him for 4 a turn, which is pretty nice. So that 1 damage might have mattered. I should have attacked with that, I think, because he had to double block there. Maybe he didn't have to double block, but pretty important. He does get Vigilance. Stopping his Menace is pretty nice. 4, 5, 6 damage. I think I'm supposed to play it slow here. This is 4, unless he has instant speed removal, and it's unblockable. I want to use this. Do I? It just doesn't do anything. I'm not going to draw a better card than one of these, probably. The bounce is nice, but we'll just play a creature. Probably just keep this one as the Ring Bearer. See a reason not to. He healed a lot. I have a bounce spell and a pretty strong board. Pretty good spot here, probably. Man, that board wipe was brutal. Nice. Okay, I was definitely worried about that one. He board wiped. Yeah, I'm just gonna monitor the temperature, and if it gets up to like 70 again, I'm gonna stream. I did in Celsius, and I googled what dangerous temperatures in Celsius are. And it said definitely 80, so I'm gonna assume 70 is. So 40 to 65 is considered a safe heat range for normal workload. While running intensive games, the computer can go to 70 to 80. The rule of thumb is a bad CPU temp is 80 to 85. So we're at like mid-60s. That's not too bad then, maybe. Okay, yeah, we're actually at low 60s. Okay. I can't mull this again. We have Bilbo on curve, this into Bilbo if we draw land. We only have 2 draws to get it. But if we don't get it, we have a 2-drop into a removal spell to buy us time to get it. It's just too good to... I can't get rid of Bilbo. This card is so good. And we have this for top end, I guess. This is a little trick. I guess we play this in case we want to play that. I can't imagine what he would play for 1 mana that would make me want to play this. But it does make him think about stuff, I guess. That land draw there is really nice, so I don't have to freak out about whether I'm going to draw land this turn or not. The 1/1 Menace into Bilbo would be my favorite, but I'm pretty happy to play that into Bilbo. Right, now he has a counterspell, so if I play Bilbo, I get wrecked. Do I still want to play Bilbo? This is where, you know, it happens. Like, sucks. Bilbo gets countered, it sucks. If he does, I have to. It sucks so bad though, he's gonna counter it. Ugh! You hate it. I don't think I can not play it though. If I just sit there and do nothing, I'm gonna, like, he'll counter this later. There's no way I can play around his 2-mana counterspell every turn for the whole game. I can't play around his 2-mana counterspell for the entire game, but the only way Bilbo is bad is if it gets countered. Because if it gets removed, I still get 2 temps, and it's insane. Like, literally only thing that can beat it. But if I play against a blue deck, they're gonna have that pretty often. So the previous ones didn't, and it's brutal. If I draw a mana, I could play that. Okay, pretty good draw. This attacking, a little sketchy. Which one do I want? Oh, I'm gonna save one of mine either way. Doesn't really matter. Now if he plays the red AoE spell, I get wrecked. Otherwise we're in a pretty good spot. It just trades. If I draw a land, I'd be pretty good here. This scries, I don't need to do that before attacking. If he has Stern Scolding, it beats this. If he has that 1 mana card, he gets to do stuff. That's pretty annoying. I could have killed this. I get to kill that for free, and he gets to draw a card. I get to play Elrond, who's pretty good. The scry's nice, and the body's nice. If it's a land, do I keep it? Probably not. If I draw a spell, I get to play a spell. If I draw a land, I get to play my guy. If I keep this land and the next card's land, and he like counters this, I just lose. I think it's not worth keeping the land on top, but it is an island, which is the better version. Because, like, if I draw a land, I can cast this. That's great. If I draw a spell, then I drew a spell, and I can cast whatever I drew, probably, right? Oh, that card's brutal. Oh my gosh. That card is so good. He gets the tempt. This dies. That is so brutal. Really wish I had this. Kill that. Now if I play this, he can block. There's no... We're doing it. I think this stays tapped. I like that. These just get chumped so they can't attack, but these can both attack. If he trades for that, I'm happy. Now I get to draw it, which is nice. Or no, I get to make a ring bearer. No reason to make these the ring bearers, so let's just be that guy randomly. Next turn we draw this. Was it worth keeping? Yeah, because then we can loot. He chumps, lives. It's to keep my guy. He's a jerk. This card is really good. Okay. Still has 4 mana. There's another bird. I haven't seen this be played in a while. The vigilance. I could triple block it. Can't really attack. I guess I could make this the ring bearer because it's going to attack. Ooh, Elrond. I can't do that. I can't do anything with Elrond this turn because that. This will trade with that, which is not cool. These will get eaten by that, which is not cool. I guess I want one of these to be ring bearer so it can attack. What's he gonna do here? He can chump with this. This he can chump with that. 5. If I attack with everything, he chumps this with this, does this trade, and he only takes 2. Yeah, that sucks. If I attack with this, he can trade it with either of these. Not good for me. I think it's play though. Just these 2 attack. Not quick enough. I don't want him there. Darn. I could keep both, I could play them. Okay. Sucks that the 4 mountains. One of these was an island, we'd be able to play that, it'd be sick. But LR's such a sick card. Okay, so he does double block that, which is fair. Do 5 damage to that, 0 damage to that. I get it back. Big brain. That, I think a lot of people would mess up and just kill this, and then give him the ring tempt and kill your own creature. Wow, he's just running all the birds. I think this card's not that great. I think it's begrudgingly playable, but I haven't seen it in decks recently. Okay, now our computer's at 70. We went up 10 degrees. It's kind of worrying me. Okay, now jump back down to 60. Yeah, something's eating at it. Can't really cast this, so I could attack with everything. I guess I might as well cast this after. He killed my ring bearer, which kind of is annoying, but I need to cast this to scry. Kind of funny, I actually need him to die. We do 3, put him down to 1, and he's got this, and those. It's really hard for him to live. That red 4 mana card does it. He gets to draw 3. The red 4 mana AoE card wrecks me. Time to keep that. Don't want to play the land. Probably discard it next turn. Okay, that's just a cycle. Probably pretty dead, unless he has it specifically that one AoE card. Yeah, okay. Our computer's just running too hot. I'm too scared. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's making, like... I'm paranoid. It's not worth keeping going. I'm gonna have to, like, clean it out, and then maybe next time it'll be better. But I'm just gonna stop here, because I think that'll reduce a lot of the strain on it, and if it has problems, I'm gonna be very sad. So, GG's, everybody. We are... Oh, we're blue-red again. We didn't type that, but we're 2-0 with blue-red again. I was going to play Boros or blue-red today. Basically, was kind of where I was trying to lean, just like starting red. Probably won't get red-black, but if I get red-black, I'm happy. If I get red-blue, I'm happy. If I get red-white, that means I got a bunch of uncommons for white, so I'm happy. That feels pretty good. And then black, like, black-blue's meh. You get to play good black cards, you get to play good blue cards, but there's not a lot of synergy. Black red's great. And then black-white is like, you're just playing good cards. And then the gold cards for that are actually pretty good, but there's still not like a lot of synergy. But like, yeah, this card is really good. It's this, but they instead of having haste, they're tapped, but they get flying. Actually, I mean, this card's insane, but this card is also really good. But it's not in the spells matter pair as much. It doesn't have haste. In this format, I wonder how much worse this card, or how much better this card is than this card. Which is wild to think of this being a common. I should have just... My gut was this was really good. And then I like backed off of it when I was doing my ring bearer things, because it didn't tempt the ring. But yeah, I should have just stuck with my gut and picked as many of those as I could. I think last set there was 2 mana summon 2/1/1s, and it was fine, but not as good as I hoped, so I was backing off a little bit. But anyway, we're gonna cut the stream there. The computer's a little hot, and I'm worried about it, so GG's. Hopefully I'll try to like clean it out next time. Maybe it'll stop making noises.